Hello everyone, welcome to Ascendant Signs, and today in this video I will be talking about the retrogression of Venus back into the sign of Cancer for all 12 ascendant signs. And on 7th of August Venus has finally left the sign of Leo. It is coming out of affliction in the sign of Cancer, which is actually a good transit for every one of us. Initially Venus will be in the combustion mode, but it is a very short period of time. You don't need to get too much worried for this combustion, okay? Because if I be very precise, then I will say you that on 19th of August Venus is coming out of this combustion. So it is just a span of more 11 or 10 days when Venus will be finally out of combustion. And this transit of Venus in the sign of Cancer is a very big long transit, because it will retrograde back, again it will march forward in the direct motion. So it is almost a transit of 60 days. So you don't need to get worried regarding the combustion of Venus. And if you really want to get worried, for the people who really wants to get worried, you know, I have to be very worried about this combustion of Venus, for them also I will say one thing, that the impact of this combustion will be very high starting from 12th of August till 16th of August. From 12th till 16th of August, only a span of 5 days. Because after 16th, the influence of combustion on Venus by Sun will gradually decrease. Why it is happening like this? You know, because Sun is moving this way, Venus is moving this way. So they will cross each other very quickly. So you don't need to get so much worried. But again, as I said, that if you really want to get worried, then span of only 5 days, from 12th of August till 16th of August. Okay. Now it is just a matter of time. In a span of 10 days, when this combustion of Venus ends, that time you can write down in the comment box that was it really a very big span of to be worried? I don't think so. So you will feel it. And if you really feel that my words are resonating with you, then you can write down in the comment box. It is just a span of very small amount of days when you will feel that yes, initially those 5 days there can be some miscommunications, or there can be some ego problems between you and your partner, or some uneasiness. Since it is the sign of Cancer, some emotional uneasiness, some anxiety can be there. Or you may feel that certain matters are making you very mentally disturbed. Okay, this kind of things can be there. But that will be only for very small amount of time. Okay, one more thing I will say you, that at this moment of time Venus is in a very good dignity, because previously Venus was transiting in the fiery sign of Leo, which is the inimical sign. It was conjunct with Mars, getting the aspect of retrograde Saturn. So it was afflicted terribly. But now slowly and gradually you will see that Venus is coming out of affliction. So you don't need to get worried so much. And even for the combustion, I said you that the day 19th of August, and after that you will see that Venus is completely out of combustion, completely out of that too much affliction. It is completely out of all those things. And slowly and gradually then you will see that even that retrograde Venus is going to give you very good results. If we check the natural zodiac, in natural zodiac Venus will be transiting in the 4th sign, Cancer, and in the 4th house transit of Venus is considered always very good. Okay, so I will say that these are the things which you need to be keeping in your mind before getting into some kind of worries or unnecessary things. Okay, another thing I will say that Venus will be marching backwards in the retrograde motion. Now someone will say, planets do not retrograde. Please, this is Vedic astrology. We are talking about Vedic astrology. We are looking at the planets standing on the surface of earth. Okay, it was previously in the sign of Leo, now it is retrograding back into the sign of Cancer. So as it will move backwards, it will be retrograding in the sign of Cancer till 4th of September. Okay, on 4th of September it will turn direct in the sign of Cancer, then it will march forward, and on 2nd of October it will finally leave the sign of Cancer and again re-enter the sign of Leo. So it's a very big time, almost 60 days, when Venus will be staying in the sign of Cancer, first in the retrograde motion, then in the direct motion. So it is going to give you different kinds of results for different people, depending upon your horoscope, depending upon your dasha system, depending upon which planets are posited in the house of, in the sign of Cancer in your horoscope, because Venus will be transiting over that planet, over that house. And since Venus is the planet of love, pleasure, compassion, kindness, it will improve that kindness, compassion, pleasure or love on that house, or the significance related to that house on that planet. All of a sudden you will find that significance related to that house or that planet, you are loving it, you are feeling it more attached to it. All of a sudden you will start liking it because of this Venus retrograde, and finally it will turn direct on 4th of September. So this transit of Venus is going to be very good, as I say, as compared to the previous one. Now yes, let me clear it. It's definitely that astronomically speaking, no planet turns retrograde, because planet has their own orbital path around the sun. But when you are talking about Vedic astrology, yes, you are looking at that planet standing on the surface of the earth, it is moving backwards. Okay, so don't get misunderstood. Why I say, because in the month of August, later on, Mercury will also turn retrograde. So don't get into any kind of misunderstanding, please. It is my request to every one of you. Okay, so as I said that it will impact every one of us depending upon our dasha system, depending upon our overall natal horoscope and planet sitting in the sign of the Cancer in our horoscope. There are other parameters also, like Ashtakvarga points and other things. Okay, so it will have a different kind of magnitude on every one of us. Okay, so anytime if you want to take consultation from me, check the links down in the description section. You can also mail me through my email ID or get connected with me through my Facebook or Instagram accounts. You will find all the links down in the description section. And if you are new to this channel, tap onto the subscribe button, click onto the notification bell icon, so that every time I make a new video you get notified instantly. And now I will start the video for all the 12 ascendant signs. Yes, you can check it from your moon sign also, but I will say first check it from your ascendant sign, then check it from your moon sign. Okay, for better results. Yes, since it is transiting through the sign of Cancer and Cancer is ruled by moon, so yes, you can, this time you can check it from your moon sign. I will say, I will request you, check it from your ascendant sign first, then check it from your moon sign. Okay, I will say you should check it both to have a proper insight. Okay, specifically this time, because it is the sign of Cancer which is under the scanner, under the retrograde energy of Venus, the planet of love, compassion, okay, pleasure, comforts, luxury, add on to it, relationship, partnership, so many things. Okay, so now let us start for all the 12 ascendant signs. For the Aries ascendant people, Venus is retrograding in your 4th house of happiness. Venus rules your 2nd house and 7th house. Normally the transit of Venus in the 4th house is considered very good, because it enhances the domestic happiness. It brings more kindness, more compassion between you and your near and dear ones. It improves the bonding between you and your mother. It enhances the relationship between you and your partner, both at the personal and at the professional level. So overall I'll say that the transit of Venus in the 4th house is considered very good. But now it is in the retrograde motion, so that means now you have to put some extra effort in order to bring that domestic happiness and peace. Certain matters related to your family or your partnership, your wealth, your value system, these matters can create some kind of emotional anxiety, or certain days you may feel that your mental peace is getting disturbed while balancing these matters. But since, as I said, that Venus's transit in the 4th house is considered very good, so that means as the days will go by, you will see that this Venus transit is creating certain situations which are actually proving to be good for you. It is retrograding back, that means certain matters are meant to be resolved. It will create solutions for you, and since you will put your efforts in order to maintain that domestic happiness, so yes, on certain days you may feel that yes, your anxiety level is getting high, or certain matters can make you feel that you are not at peace, means you are balancing the things, correct? So you have to work more hard on it. But since, as I said, that Venus is a planet of kindness and compassion, so definitely this planet of Venus will not only enhance the compassion between you and your near dear ones, but also it will improve the love between the family members, your partner, and ultimately it will improve the bonding between you and your mother. This retrograde Venus will aspect your 10th house, so that means certain matter related to your work has to be rechecked. Yes, definitely it will bring a very cordial bonding between you and your co-workers, your authorities and your superiors, but yes, you have to recheck on your work. You have to bring more creativity, more beauty, and give more focus and concentration on your work also. Since Venus rules your 2nd house and it is retrograding in the 4th house, so that means this is a time when you have to put extra effort in while maintaining your home. Suppose if you are thinking to renovate your house, this is a very good time. Suppose you are thinking to bring something more decorative items at your home, or make your home more comfortable, more luxurious, or suppose if you are thinking to purchase something related to landed property or even vehicles, in that also this Venus is going to give you very good results. Even I will say that anyone associated with the selling and purchasing of land or landed properties, or suppose if you are associated with any work related to the selling and purchasing of vehicles, okay, like suppose sale and resale of vehicles, in that case also this transit of Venus is going to give you very good results. Okay, so suppose if you are thinking to purchase a vehicle or anything related to conveyances or decorating or something related to interior designing, in that case also this Venus transit is going to give you very good results. Okay, so make the most out of it, and you will see that as the days will go by, this is going to be very fruitful for you. Okay, so that's it for the Aries ascendant people. For the Taurus ascendant people, Venus is the Lagna lord. Venus is the 6th lord. It is retrograding in the 3rd house. Normally the transit of the 1st lord in the 3rd house is considered very good because it makes you very courageous. But now this Lagna lord Venus, the 1st lord Venus is retrograde, so that means this is a time when you have to check on your efforts. You have to be very cautious on where you are putting your efforts. This is a time when Venus will bring you multiple opportunity, multiple paths where it will give you the insights that what are good for you and what are not good for you. You will see that you're at your work, at your job, or wheresoever you are doing service. Suppose you are working under someone, you will feel that your work needs to be given more efforts. So this is a time you have to find the smart work, that is the apart from the hard work, now you have to be more creative while you are putting your struggles, you are putting your hard work, or you are putting your time. This is a time of doing smart work. Since this Venus in the sign of Cancer in the retrograde motion will bring forth your creative talents in front of you, this is a essential time or essential moment when you can boost your creative hobbies or creative powers or strength in front of the world. Since it is the house of communication, it will give you a very creative way of communicating with your people. You will see that all of a sudden it will enhance your social communications. Since it is retrogradic, so that means the communications which were not made earlier, now you will get chance to make those communications in a more better manner. I will also say that this Venus Since it is always all of a sudden it is coming in the third house in the retrograde motion. So suppose if you are thinking to make some journey, make some short trips with related to your work, in that case also it is going to give you very good results. On the other hand, this Venus can also make some short trips all of a sudden for your comforts, for your pleasure. Okay, Venus will be aspecting your 9th house. Now this also indicates that in order to start your higher education, this Venus will give you proper insights, proper opportunities. There can be some religious discourses also, because Venus is the Lagna Lord aspecting the 9th house. So that means this is also a time of learning, meeting some communities related to spirituality or religion or something related to that. Okay, it will also enhance the bonding between you and your father. Okay, so I will say that overall this transit of Venus is very good. Only you have to check your efforts, be more creative and have more focus on smart work. Okay, so that's it for the Taurus ascendant people. Make the most out of it. For the Gemini ascendant people, Venus is retrograding in the 2nd house. Venus rules your 12th house and your 5th house. This transit of Venus in the retrograde motion in the 2nd house will help you concentrate more on your financial goals. It will build more opportunity for your wealth generation. Since it is your 5th lord, so that means now you have to have a proper focus on your investment plans and in your investment goals. Since 5th house is also the house of speculation and also the house of making different kinds of investment plans, and it is transiting in the 2nd house, so that means this is a time where you have to focus more on your finances, and ultimately this Venus will give you very good results. Since it is your 12th house transiting in the 2nd house of family, of your wealth, of your value system and possessions, that means this is also a time where you may spend some money or spend your wealth on some kind of luxury items or comfortable items for you and for your family, for your near and dear ones. This kind of expenditures is expected. One more thing I will say, that 12th lord retrograding in the 2nd house, and Venus is a very good planet for you. That means if you want to make some long term investments or long term savings plans, you will be successful of doing so. So that means if you are thinking to plan something for long term approach related to finances, this is a very good time. This Venus will also try to resolve any family matter or any financial matter at your home in a more cordial manner. This is going to bring a very emotional moment between you and your family members, and normally the transit of Venus in the 2nd house is considered very good. It is just like that, having a very good time between you and your family members, a good life, like good food, good moment. Okay, so make the most out of it. And again I will say this Venus will also aspect your 8th house. Now 8th house is basically known as the Mangalya Bhav, that means the married life. Or suppose if you are in any kind of business partnership, so this will also enhance your collaboration. It will improve your joint assets, or any matter related to joint assets will be resolved. Okay, so you will see that ultimately as the days are going by, this transit of Venus in the 2nd house in the retrograde motion is going to be very fruitful for you. Make the most out of it. Okay, for the Cancer ascendant people, Venus is retrograding in the 1st house, and Venus is your 4th lord and your 11th lord. So first and foremost thing I will say is that this is a time period when it will bring multiple income opportunity for you. It is going to be very good transit for you for giving more efforts to have more income opportunity, more gains, and fulfilling your desires. Since it is your 11th lord transiting over the 1st house, it is impacting your personality in the retrograde motion. That means now you will put extra effort in order to improve your income opportunity, in order to improve your those opportunities which can give you that fulfillment of desires, wealth making opportunities. Since it is the ruler of your 4th house, so that means now you have to put some extra effort in a more cordial manner, in a more kind and compassionate way, to have a proper bonding between you and your family members, you and your near and dear ones. This is also a time when you may get connected with your native place, your homeland. So suppose if you are at some faraway place, you may get sudden opportunity to visit your home, or you may get connected with your mother. Okay, so it means that happiness coming back to you. 4th lord retrograding in 1st house, that means it is just like that, certain events where happiness coming back to you, making you very emotional. Yes, one thing I will say, that since it is impacting your personality, your 1st house, so that means your decision making can also get influenced by your emotions. So I will say that sometimes emotions becomes our strength, but I will also say that don't get swayed away by your emotions while you are taking any vital decisions related to your life path, your goals, or related to anything important to your home. Okay, bring a balance between your wisdom and your emotions. That will give you very good results. Because normally I will say that the transit of Venus in the 1st house is considered very good, because it gives you a very very comfortable life, very charismatic personality. People get attracted towards you. People has a feel good factor in front of you. Okay, so they will always want a company for you. Okay, so they will always talk with you. They will try to find a time to be with you. Okay, that is the reason it improves the bonding between you and your partner. So this is also a time when you may all of a sudden get into a relationship or get into a partnership. This will also bring a very good opportunity to collaborate with some other person at the business level. As I said, it is the 11th lord. Income opportunities. Okay, so multiple positives are there, so make the most out of it. That's it for the Cancer ascendant people. For the Leo ascendant people, trust me, this is a very important transit for the Leo people. Venus was transiting at first on your ascendant in the sign of Leo, in the presence of Mars, aspected by retrograde Saturn. Okay, so many things were happening. And the Lord of Leo, Sun, was transiting in the 12th house. So many things were happening. And then Venus retrograded in the sign of Leo. Then it changed the sign on 7th of August. Now Venus is transiting in your 12th house. Venus is now out of affliction. Yes, for the initial few days, Venus is under combustion. I accept that. I accept this fact. But it is only for short amount of time. It is not for a very big amount of time. You will see that that impact of combustion will be very high starting from 12th of August till 16th of August. And after 16th of August, the impact of that combustion will be gradually lowered down. And on 19th of August, Venus will finally come out of that combustion. So it is just a span of more 10 days. Okay, on 19th of August it is coming out of combustion. So if you feel that it is a very big thing to worry, no, it is not a very big thing to worry. It's just a matter of time of 10 days. You will see that Venus is coming out of combustion, and I will say that time Venus will not be under the affliction. Normally the transit of Venus in the 12th house is considered very good, because it enhances the subconscious happiness, luxury, comforts in the life of the native. It also improves the bonding between you and your spouse, your partner. And this time when Venus will be out of combustion and out of that affliction, transiting in the 12th house, it will also improve the health of the Leo natives. Leo ascendant people, because whenever a benefic planet, I'm talking about the natural benefic planet, whenever a natural benefic planet is transiting in the 12th house, it improves the health. It will act as a healer. It heals. It will improve your sleep schedule. You will see. It will improve your schedule of taking proper rest. Okay. Now let us talk about the lordship of Venus. Now, since Venus rules your 10th house, retrograding in the 12th house, so that means all of a sudden you may get opportunity to get into some kind of work or job or even a project associated with some faraway lands, or there can be some kind of transfer to some faraway lands, or you may get opportunity to work with a foreign client, or it can be a possibility that you may get a project where you are working all alone in isolation, in a solo mode. Okay, but ultimately it will give you very good results. Yes, since it is the sign of Cancer, so when you are in isolation, when you are working alone, or when you are feeling you are all by yourself, there can be some rise of emotions. Some emotional memories may all of a sudden come in front of you. Okay, but as I said that as the time will go by, Venus will be out of combustion also. So that time this transit of Venus is going to be highly fruitful for you. Okay, Venus is also your third lord, transiting in the 12th house. So here I will say you that one thing you have to be very careful regarding your communications. There can be a chance of miscommunications, specifically related to your social circle, your office, or your business purposes, those matters. Some miscommunications can be there. Try to rectify those things. Okay, try to work on those things. That will give you much more better results. Some sudden travels can be there to some faraway lands during this particular time. Okay, so make the most out of it for the Leo ascendant people. For the Virgo ascendant people, this transit of Venus is happening in the 11th house in the retrograde mode. What can be more beautiful than this? Normally the transit of Venus in the 11th house is considered very good, and it is retrograding in the 11th house. Wonderful. Venus is the second lord of wealth, retrograding in the 11th house. That means more income opportunities are coming in front of you, multiple opportunities. And since it is the planet of Venus, you will see that little bit of work, so much gains, multiple gains coming in front of you. You will see that if you are associated with any work related to creativity, art, culture, dance, music, clothing, or even it can be related to food items, restaurant business or something like that. Or suppose if you are working in such a field where you have to express yourself creatively, or any work where you need to speak a lot. Why? Because Venus is the second lord of speech. You will see that in all those areas this Venus is going to give you very good results. Venus is also your 9th lord, retrograding in the 11th house. That means now more you work hard, you will see that more your fortunes are helping you to fulfill your dreams. This transit for the Virgo ascendant people is just like your wishes are getting fulfilled. It is a very wonderful transit, and it is also going to improve your bonding between you and your partner. It will aspect your 5th house. It will improve your love, romance. It will help you to take proper choices in your life. Since Venus is the significator of bonding, partnership, relationship, both at the personal level and at the professional level, there is a chance of collaboration or getting into a new relationship or partnership. If it is related to business purposes, it can be some new kind of collaboration leading you to some multiple wealth generation opportunities, or at the personal level also it can be related to some kind of bonding between you and your partner. So this is a time when you may get into a new relationship. Okay, so trust me, it is going to be a very good transit in the retrograde motion. And since it is your 11th house and Venus's transit in the sign of Cancer is going to be a bit longer one, so I can only say that make the most out of it. Don't waste a single moment. It's a wonderful time. Okay, I am not talking about the other transits. This one single transit, wonderful. Okay, make the most out of it. So that's it for the Virgo ascendant people. For the Libra ascendant people, Venus is the Lagna Lord. It is retrograding in the 10th house. I will say that it is a very good transit because it has retrograded back from the 11th house. So now it is bringing you the areas where you have to put your efforts, where you have to put your hard work in order to improve your work, career, profession, business, whatever you are associated with. And since it is coming back from the 11th house, so that means now it is creating those opportunities. That these are the places where you have to put your hard work, your efforts in order to maintain that gains, income opportunities, or fulfill your desires. You will see that during this particular time you have to work on those areas again which you have already worked in order to make it more proper, more beautiful, more creative. And if you are able to do so, this will not only give you a very good status, reputation, name, fame between you and your colleagues, you and your co-workers, but also it will also enhance the bonding between you and your superiors. A very cordial bonding. Venus will be aspecting your 4th house of happiness. Trust me, this will be a very good aspect on the 4th house. It will improve your domestic happiness. It will improve the bonding between you and your mother, enhance the bonding between you and your partner. This is also a time to decorate your home. If you are associated with any work related to interior designing, you can renovate your home, or in that way also this Venus is going to give you very good results. Suppose if you are thinking to purchase a new vehicle or something related to luxury, comforts or conveniences at your home, this Venus transit is going to give you very good results. Or suppose if you are associated with any work related to art, culture, beautification, restaurant business, clothing business, okay, it can be theater, drama, music, dance, okay, where you need to creatively express yourself. In all those sectors, this Venus is going to give you very good results. Your communication at the social level will improve, or you can make more efforts to make it more creative. You will get the opportunities. People will know you for your work. What can be more beautiful than this? So make the most out of it for the Libra ascendant people. Okay. For the Scorpio ascendant people, Venus is retrograding in the 9th house. Now Venus is your 12th lord, Venus is your 7th lord. Normally the transit of Venus in the 9th house is considered good because it enhances the happiness at the domestic level, at the personal level. It improves the fortune, prosperity, auspiciousness. It helps you to make some long distance travels for your happiness, for your pleasure, meet new people. And it is retrograding in the 9th house. So that means now it is creating some opportunity for you to bring those happiness with your hard work. Now it will help you to enhance your fortune and luck. It will also help you to make a proper bonding between you and your spouse, your partner. Now when I am talking about partner, that can be at the professional level also, at the personal level also. It will improve your communication. It will look directly onto your 3rd house. It will enhance your social communication. It will improve the bonding between you and your father. This is a time when you can visit your guru. Follow the principles laid down by your father, by the elders of your family and your guru in your life. And since as the days will go by, you will see that Venus will completely be out of the affliction. It will be also out of combustion. Out of combustion means on 19th of August, it is coming out of combustion completely. So it's a very short period of time when Venus will be in complete dignity. And since it is in the retrograde motion, so it will be more powerful. So it will improve the bonding between you and your partner. It will improve the bonding between you and your people of your daily contacts. It will enhance your hobbies, your creative talent. And since it is transiting in the 9th house of luck and fortune, so more you are focusing on your work, more you are focusing on your aims and ambitions of your life in a more optimistic way, this Venus is going to play a very good role over there. It will enhance the health of your partner, health of the overall bonding between you and your partner in the relationship. Okay. There is also a chance of long distance travels to some far away place, even to the foreign lands, because of the 12th lordship and the 7th lordship. So multiple positives are seen by this transit of Venus in the 9th house in the retrograde motion. And since Venus will be staying over here for a longer amount of time, because after the retrograde motion it will turn direct. So I will say one more thing, that make the most out of it. You can only think for the better for this transit of Venus. Okay, so that's it for the Scorpio ascendant people. Make the most out of it. For the Sagittarius ascendant people, Venus is retrograding in your 8th house. Now this transit has to be taken care in multiple ways, I will say, because it has got some positives also and certain matters has to be taken care of. Normally the transit of Venus in the 8th house is considered good. In transit I am talking about. It enhances the bonding between you and your partner. It also enhances the collaborative opportunities between you and in the business collaborations. It resolves the matter, anything related to joint assets or something related to that. Suppose if you are in your married life, in the marital life also this Venus transit in the 8th house is considered very good. Okay, but it is retrograding now from the 9th house. It is retrograding back into the 8th house. So that means now all of a sudden you will see that you have to enhance your attention, your focus more into the bonding or any kind of relationship you are in a more enhanced manner, I will say. Like suppose if you are in any kind of relationship or if you are in any kind of bonding or partnership. Now if you may say that what if I am not in a relationship, then I will say that the bonding or relationship does not always mean between only two people. It can be between any two people I am talking about. Our ability to bind with another person, that is Venus. Okay. And 8th house is basically what are the responsibilities and commitment we are performing while we are in that bonding. So now those kind of responsibilities may come in front of you. So more you are performing those responsibilities in a proper manner, more it is going to give you very good results. Another thing, any matter related to your joint assets may all of a sudden come in front of you, where you have to put your extra efforts in order to resolve those matters. Now for the Sagittarius ascendant people, Venus is also your 11th lord, retrograding in the 8th house. So if you are associated with any work related to mining, related to insurance, related to any kind of wealth which is unearned, like it can be pension, it can be insurance or something related to that, this retrograde Venus is going to give you very good results. This may also bring some opportunities to get something related to inheritance or gains related to inheritance for you. Now since Venus is also your 6th lord retrograding in the 8th house, this is also an indicator that you have to be very careful regarding your health. Okay, now this can be related to your own health also, this can be related to the health of your spouse also, because Venus significates spouse. Now since retrograde Venus from the 8th house is aspecting the 2nd house, there can be a chance of expenditures, sudden expenditures related to your family, related to your in-laws, or related to any near and dear ones. Okay, so some sudden expenditures can be there. So I will say that if it is not required, you should avoid those expenditures and spendings and be more focused towards your asset building. Okay, wealth generation, because 11th lord retrograding in the 8th house looking onto the 2nd house of wealth. So it may happen that on certain matters all of a sudden some expenditures are there, but if you are associated with any work related to unearned wealth, like it can be pension or insurance, some income opportunities can also be created during this particular time. 6th lord retrograding in the 8th house, this also indicates that you have to put some extra hard work at your job, at your service, in order to get some better results, because you may feel that whatever I am doing, it is going in vain. This kind of feeling can be there, which can lead to some kind of emotional anxiety or stress or even mental insecurity, because when you are talking about mental peace and security, that is the sign of Cancer. But since it is the 8th house, which can also lead to mental insecurity. Why? Because you may feel that I am doing my hard work, but I am not getting enough gain out of it, or my hard work is not getting recognized. Now that can be related to that gains also. Okay, so I will say that while you are taking any important decisions, it should be very well judged, well focused, specifically related to business or work. Don't take any decision or any investment plans all of a sudden now. Any money matter related work should be taken into care very properly, and then only it should be decided upon. If you are not sure about it, try to avoid it now, until and unless Venus turns direct. Okay, so that's it for the Sagittarius ascendant people. Make the most out of it. For the Capricorn ascendant people, Venus is retrograding in the 7th house. Now this transit of Venus is going to be very good transit for you, because now Venus is coming out of affliction from the 8th house and it is retrograding in the 7th house. So this will enhance the bonding between you and your partner. It will try to bring that domestic happiness. Venus is your 5th lord. Venus is your 10th lord. This will also improve the favors from your employer. You may all of a sudden get some favor, some help, support from your employer, from your superiors and authorities. This also indicates that now that will be dependent upon your dasa and your horoscope. Some opportunities related to getting some higher post is also possible during this particular time. If you are self-employed, then this transit of Venus is going to give you very good results in order to improve your work. If you are associated with any work related to creative self-expression or anything where you express yourself in front of the public or masses, or like suppose social media or something related to that, even in that case also this Venus is going to give you very good results. Now that can be anything related to art, culture, music, singing, dancing, anything. This Venus is also going to bring opportunities for you to get into a new partnership, relationship. Now that can be at the personal level also, or at the professional level. At the professional level, it can be like some kind of collaboration between you and some other person, which can improve your business opportunity. So that means this is also bringing some opportunity for expanding your work and business. Like suppose if you are working under someone, in that case also it is going to give you some better opportunities. Or suppose if you are self-employed, in that case also, like you can improve your work, or you can work on multitasking in that case. So in this way, this Venus is going to give you very good results for the Capricorn ascendant people. So make the most out of it. Okay. For the Aquarius ascendant people, this transit of Venus is happening in the 6th house. Now Venus is a very good planet for you. Venus is your 4th lord, Venus is your 9th lord, but it is retrograding in the 6th house. Now Venus is transit in the 6th house. Normally I will say it is not that great, but since it is retrograde, so I will say that on certain matters you should be very careful. Starting with the significations of Venus. Venus significates love, compassion, kindness, your ability to bind with other person. That can be partnership, relationship, at the professional, personal level, whatever it is. So on those matters you need to be very careful. You have to be making sure that you should not get into any matter related to manipulation. Try to avoid it. Since Venus is transiting in the 6th house, so at your work level there can be some cordial relationship between you and your colleagues, or some proper bonding between you and your superiors. That can be possible. But again, at the same time, I will say that since Venus is retrograding in the 6th house, so you have to be very careful regarding your health issues also. All of a sudden you may feel that you are doing your hard work, but your luck is not supporting you at the highest level, because Venus rules your 9th house, luck, fortune. It is retrograding in the 6th house, so that means now you have to put extra effort, extra hard work in order to get more benefits of your luck and fortune. You have to put extra hard work if you are associated with any work related to competitive exam or competitive education or professional learning. Since it is your 4th lord retrograding in the 6th house, so that means now some matter related to your home or domestic happiness, health of your mother may create some kind of anxiety for you. So you have to balance those things in order to bring that peace and happiness at the home level. Okay. Or certain matters related to your home or domestic happiness may create that anxiety. So this is also a time you have to maintain a very cordial bonding between you and your mother, you and your father, because 9th house is also father, and your near and dear ones, because that is also from the 4th house, what we see. Okay. So these are the matters which you need to be very careful about. And as Venus turns direct in the month of September, slowly and gradually things will be much more better for you. But initially in this retrograde time, you have to be a bit more careful regarding these things. Okay, that will give you much more better results. So that's it for the Aquarius ascendant people. For the Pisces ascendant people, Venus is retrograde in the 5th house. Normally the transit of Venus in the 5th house is considered good because it enhances your creative self-expression. It improves your creative talent. It allows you to follow your hobbies, your creativity in your work, in your day-to-day activities, and also it beautifies in whatever work you do. It allows you to take decisions in real life, plan your work and your work management in a proper manner. But since it is retrograde, so these are the things where you need to be very careful about. This is also a time when you have to reconsider your day-to-day schedule and management, your choices, because when we think that what we like, our likings are seen from the 5th house, and what we like and love, that is also Venus. So Venus is retrograde, so that is the thing. This is the time when you have to have a proper consideration on your choices. The things which you like may not be good for you, so you have to reconsider those things. This is also a time when you have to reconsider your network circle and your friend circle. Not all people who are behaving good in front of you are good for you. Okay, so you have to reconsider all these things. Now why I am talking about all this thing now? Because Venus has started its retrogression in the 6th house for you, and it has lived the sixth house, it has lived the sixth house, now it has entered your fifth house. So that means now you have to reconsider all those things. And since Venus rules your 8th house and it is retrograding in the 5th house, so this is also a time when you have to be a bit more careful regarding the health of your children or the decision making or choices of your children. Okay. Venus is also your third lord. Third lord retrograding in the 5th house is considered good. Why? Because now you can look onto your efforts, that which are the things which are good for you, which can enhance or give more stability towards your creativity, towards your creative work. So suppose if you are associated with any work related to music, dance, theatre, drama, cinema, or anything related to food business, clothing business, or suppose if you are associated with any work related to self-employment, in that case also this Venus is going to give you a very good results in the upcoming days. So there are some positives and some things has to be taken care of. So overall I will say that more you improve your optimism and your positive thinking towards the things which are good for you, and be careful regarding the things which has to be taken care of during this transit, more it is going to give you a more balanced life, and it will also help you to channelize your emotions, because at times you may feel emotional while choosing the right people in your life. As I said that choices, okay, the people whom you feel the good may not be good for you, okay, so you have to be looking into the reality. Yes, emotions may be a barrier, you may feel that, oh, how can I do so, this kind of feeling will be there, but you have to look at the end of the tunnel, that is the light at the end of the tunnel, and choose the right path. That is the 5th house. Okay, now since Venus is coming out of the 6th house and it is entered your 5th house, so all of a sudden there can be like some resolution, or your problems can be resolved all of a sudden between you and your partner. So it can bring some new solutions, new opportunity of growth, or cordial bonding and relationship between you and your partner. Now that can be at the professional level also, at the personal level also. One more thing, this can also bring opportunity in front of you to get into a new relationship, or new opportunity of getting into a proposal or relationship may be possible. So that also means that you may get some opportunity of like marriage proposals all of a sudden during this particular time. Now that can be related to social communication also, because Venus is your third lord. Okay, so make the most out of it, and the things which needs to be taken care of, if you can look into it in a more brighter manner, that will give you much more better results. So that's it for the Pisces ascendant people. Make the most out of it. And so that's it for all the 12 ascendant signs. If you have liked this video, press the like button, press on to the share button, and share to your near and dear ones whom all of whom need to see this. Okay, and if you are new to this channel, tap onto the subscribe button, click onto the notification bell icon, so that every time I make a new video you get notified instantly. And if you are interested in any consultation from me, check the links down in the description section. You can mail me through my email ID, or you can get connected with me through my Facebook or Instagram accounts. Okay, and your comments are always welcome to me. You can go through your opinions and your queries down in the comment box. Okay, so that's it from now, and I'm signing off for today. Thanking you. Bye bye.